This morning, Jussie Smollett may have avoided charges, but Chicago's mayor is sending him a bill. This letter asking the actor to fork over $130,000, the cost of police overtime from detectives who investigated the case.
Given that he doesn't feel any sense of contrition and remorse, my recommendation is when he writes the check, in the memo section, he can put the word, "I'm accountable," for the hoax.
With the Department of Justice opening a review of the case, the president called the situation in Chicago outrageous.
That is an embarrassment to our country, what took place there.
After prosecutor Kim Foxx says she recused herself, her office later dropped 16 felony counts against Smollett for 2 days of community service and $10,000 in court fees, calling the deal fair and just. But Smollett's attorney told Savannah there was no deal.
Were those conditions on his dismissal of charges?
There were no conditions, and obviously there was no plea. There was no agreement in place.
The prosecutors are now trying to say, well, there were conditions. This wasn't a get-out-of-jail-free card.
He had to do nothing. There was no obligations, no conditions. These are things that he chose to do.
This morning, national and state legal groups are saying a special prosecutor should have taken over, suggesting the manner in which this case was dismissed was abnormal and unfamiliar to those who practice law.
This appears to have been a case of special treatment for celebrities, and any special treatment in the justice system fundamentally is not just.
After the county prosecutor said Smollett's case file should be unsealed, police are still barred by court order from sharing evidence. Investigators have already said the actor hired the Osendario brothers to carry out the sham attack. But after Smollett said his attackers were white, his attorney told Savannah they may have been wearing makeup.
It took me all of 5 minutes to Google. I was looking up the brothers, and one of the first videos that showed up actually was one of the brothers in whiteface doing a Joker monologue with white makeup on. And so it's not implausible.
The lawyer apparently referring to this video, showing the brother doing a scene from Batman in white makeup.
Why so serious?
This morning, Smollett out of legal trouble, but in Chicago and beyond, still facing backlash. The actor, who police call an attention-seeking fraud, will this weekend be up for an NAACP Image Award.